So there is some huge drama happening in the Tesla community, and I want to go ahead and talk about it because it involves one of the craziest, most unpredictable investors in the tech space and in the YouTube finance / Twitter finance space. His name is Ross Gerber. He's the CEO of this fund called Gerber Kawasaki. He's got his own fund called GK or whatever that trades on the in the stock market. And I want to talk about this guy because this guy is batshit crazy. Excuse my language, but it's true. I mean, this guy's a complete nut job. And it's funny because he's a Tesla bull and he often goes on TV and talks highly of Tesla. But this guy just has a knack for just putting his foot in his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, he does so much harm to Tesla. You wouldn't believe it. Like, it makes no sense. But the latest fiasco involves a situation where he took a Tesla bear on a drive. Let me go ahead and pull up the Tesla stock price, by the way, just so you guys can see. Because of this little controversy or whatever, Ross Gerber, Tesla's down about 7% in the last 5 days, which really isn't that big of a deal. But you got a lot of people in the Tesla community, you know, the Tesla bulls, who are not happy about it. But anyway, let me show you guys the story. So keep in mind, this guy right here, this Dan guy, is an absolute Tesla bear. He does not like Tesla at all. We'll talk more about it in a second. But basically, Ross Gerber went on a drive with this guy. And what happened was, while the car was driving, they basically put FSD on, which is like Tesla's like autonomous driving, you know, beta testing thing. And when he put that on, it basically ran a stop sign. And what happened was Ross Gerber did not release that video to the public because he's supposed to be a Tesla bull, right? However, you're in the car and you've got an absolute Tesla bear. And by the way, let me show you guys who this guy is, this Dan guy. This is the guy that he had in the car with him. Look at this guy's bio. Look at it. Green Hills Software CEO and founder of the Dawn Project. I am running a campaign to make computers safe for humanity and ban Tesla full self-driving. It's like, dude, obviously, if you have somebody like this in your car, he's going to find something negative to say. And of course, even if it's not your fault, if anything goes wrong and you run a stop sign or you almost hit somebody or anything happens, literally anything, you break the law in any way as it relates to driving, this guy's going to have something to say. So for me personally, I don't understand why Ross Gerber would even have this guy in the car. It doesn't really make sense, but let me go ahead and actually play the video for you guys so you guys can kind of see what happened. So here we go.
Yeah, she's never seen the dead. All right, here we go. We're going to get killed by this guy. Now, in real life, I would not wait for this. All right. I disengaged. Yeah. Yeah, see, I would have just gone by him a lot faster than that. It hesitated, then it decided to go by it, and then it was like, no. But, oh, there we go.
That was you braking?
I braked. Yeah.
It didn't crash.
I wasn't going to wait and find.
Okay, so you guys saw the video. Clearly that looked pretty scary. I'm not going to lie. Let me go back in the video so we can kind of break this video down a little bit. I'm not going to lie. That absolutely looked scary. So here's what happened, right? And I'm going to put it on mute so I can go ahead and talk as we go through it. So you can clearly see in the video that the stop sign is right here, right? We actually have one of these in my neighborhood, actually. Like, well, not the neighborhood I live in, but the neighborhood that I grew up in. I still go there because my parents live there, my sister, blah, blah, blah. When I go there, there's a certain street where there is a situation just like this where if you're not from the area, you're not going to be able to see that stop sign or no. I don't know why some neighborhoods have their stop signs positioned that way. But if you look at it, the stop sign is way further than the actual intersection, which doesn't make any sense. Normally, right by the white line, which is where you're supposed to stop, right before the intersection, there's a stop sign there. However, in this situation, the stop sign is way before you get there. So it just gets kind of confusing. So when it comes to the Tesla FSD, I could see why it would make that mistake because a regular human would make that mistake. Like in the neighborhood that I grew up in, which literally has a stop sign just like this. The white line where you stop before the intersection is like way ahead of where this random stop sign is, which is like, right between some grass and bushes. It makes no sense. And trust me, I've seen people run that stop sign all the time on accident and almost get into a car crash. And I think that that's no different here. So although this does look scary, when you look at the video, it's not a good look at all. It looks dangerous. It literally looks like they could have been in a car crash. But when you put it into perspective and you realize that most of the time when American people drive, they almost get into an accident. Like, this happens all the time. Like, there's been plenty of situations where I've driven and something happened where I had to brake real fast. Like, it doesn't happen often, but it's happened before. And so I don't think it's fair to say, oh, FSD is crap, it should be banned, just because it was in a situation where, you know, it ran the stop sign or, you know, whatever ended up happening. Which, by the way, Ross Gerber already said that he's the one that braked. So I don't even know the specifics. I don't even know enough about FSD to really break it down, but I'm just kind of giving my opinion here. The bottom line is my video isn't even really about FSD. My video is more so about Ross Gerber, because Ross Gerber is one of those people where he does a lot more harm to the stock that he consistently tries to talk about and get people to buy. Well, because he says it all the time when he goes on television. Everybody should buy Tesla. Buy Tesla now. Buy Tesla now. Tesla's the greatest stock in the world. Like, he pumps that stock like crazy, but he's just done so much harm to it. Like, for those who don't remember, I can tell you some of the things he did. Like, well, first of all, like 6-8 months ago, like in 2022, this guy got mad because Elon Musk wouldn't talk to him, I guess. Like, he wanted to meet with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk wouldn't like meet with him or talk to him or something like that, because Elon Musk is busy. He has way better things to do than talk to some nut job on Twitter who thinks that he has the right to talk to Elon Musk just because he owns like 400,000 shares or whatever he owns. So basically, because Ross Gerber wasn't getting enough attention from Elon, this guy launched this crazy campaign and tried to join Tesla's board of directors because he couldn't get a meeting with Elon. So Elon's like, okay, you crazy weirdo, because you're creating so much noise and you're trying to join the board and you're just being annoying, you're just being a thorn in my freaking side, fine, dude, I'll meet with you. That's literally what happened. And as soon as he did that, Ross Gerber withdrew his nomination. He withdrew his bid to become the one of the board of directors of Tesla, which, like I said, this guy just throws fits a lot. Like, that's how Ross Gerber is. The problem with Ross Gerber is he's one of those like attention whores. You know what I mean? Like, he clearly loves having a big following on Twitter. He loves being in the spotlight. But the problem is he's not stable mentally. I've seen this guy say some absolutely off-the-wall things about certain companies, certain stocks. He has very crazy and off-the-wall political views. And the problem is, a guy who's the CEO of, like, I don't know if Gerber Kawasaki's a hedge fund, whatever it is. He runs some type of fund that manages like $2 billion in assets. I would just expect somebody to be a lot more reserved and balanced, but this guy's just crazy. Like, he's one of those impulsive talkers. He doesn't think before he talks. He just says anything, and that's why this guy has been in so many different like controversies, and he honestly rubs people the wrong way because he just puts his foot in his mouth a lot. Like, dude, just shut up sometimes. And also, dude, you don't need, like, stop trying to get the spotlight so bad that you end up hurting the company that you're trying to promote. And this guy does this all the time. Like, he's done it so many times. Like I said, look at this Dan guy's bio. Like, why would you bring this guy in the car with you? Why would you even do this? It's like, dude, use your brain. But it's because Ross Gerber wants the spotlight. That's the type of person he is. So now Ross Gerber's in a situation. Let me go to this guy's bio. So like I said, it says ban Tesla full self-driving in his bio. It's like, bro, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that it's probably not a good idea to bring somebody in your car whose bio says ban Tesla FSD, bringing them in your car to show them why FSD is good and why they should all of a sudden become a Tesla bull. First of all, look at this guy. He's like 65 years old. You ain't changing this guy's mind, okay? He's clearly the CEO and founder of some sort of software company that's clearly competing with Tesla. So obviously he's got his own agenda with this. So, you know, this whole story just doesn't make any sense. And now it's gotten to the point where Tesla stock is down. Ross Gerber has already pissed Elon off before. I remember one time Ross Gerber criticized Elon Musk for like the way he was like running Twitter, and Elon tweeted at him, was like, dude, shut up. Like, you're annoying. Like, I don't know. Ross Gerber's just one of those annoying bugs. Like, you know what I mean? And it makes sense why Ross Gerber and Meet Kevin are best friends, essentially, why they go on each other's channel. They're kind of the same person. Like, Meet Kevin is basically the same person. He's nowhere near as big as he thinks he is. He's nowhere near as important as he thinks he is. But because he has a little bit of a following, he thinks he's so important. He thinks the actual important people in the world, like Elon Musk, give a crap about him. And because of that, these people tend to do dumb things in order to get attention and continuously stalk Elon Musk and cry like little children on the internet when they don't get attention from their father, their little god or whatever. It's just very cringe and annoying. But I've seen me, Kevin, do similar things like that too. Like just throw straight up hissy fits if Elon Musk doesn't respond to my tweet. Oh my God, Elon, please talk to me. Like it's just really annoying. So I don't know. I guess the last thing I'll show you guys is this video. So somebody else, some random person on Twitter actually went through the same stop sign that Ross Gerber did as well. You can see the video right here. They literally went to the same intersection, and you could clearly see right here in the video. Hold on, it's coming up right now. Basically, exactly what happened to Ross Gerber happened to this person. Here it is right here. So look at the stop sign, and then you see how far up the intersection is, and then obviously the thing stops in the middle of the intersection, which I'm not going to lie to you, that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. But the last thing that I do want to show you guys before everybody says that it's dangerous is Tesla does have it on their website. It says right here, as with all SAE level 2 driver support features, the driver is responsible for operation of the vehicle whenever the feature is engaged and must constantly supervise the feature and intervene. And then it says steer, brake, or accelerate as needed to maintain safe operation of the vehicle. So the other problem I have with the people on Twitter who are talking about this situation with Ross Gerber, which, by the way, Ross Gerber's an idiot for even doing that, so he definitely deserves some blame. But the other problem is Tesla makes it very clear on their website to all of their customers that, hey, FSD is still in its beta. We're still working on it. It's not perfect. You can use it and see how it goes, but make sure that you're engaged. Make sure you got your hands on the steering wheel. You got your feet down by the brake and by the accelerator, so you're ready to do what needs to be done so you don't end up dying, because that thing is bound to make mistakes. And like I said, it's unfair to compare the FSD thing, the full self-driving, to humans, because when you look at that stop sign in the video, humans would easily miss that stop sign. I could easily see it. Like, I'm sure there's been plenty of situations where people did not see that stop sign because they don't expect it to be there and they skip over it. Like, that happens all the time. So I know there's a lot of division on the internet about it. Some people think the FSD is very dangerous and blah, blah, blah. Me personally, I don't really know what to think of it. I mean, me personally, I don't think that it's that big of a deal, but hey, anyway, Ross Gerber is just ridiculous. So I understand why the Tesla community is like starting to turn their backs on him and starting to hate him, because Kathy Wood's a huge Tesla bull, and you don't see Kathy Wood doing stupid things like this because, I don't know, Kathy Wood's already like made a name for herself. I don't think she cares too much about the cloud like Ross Gerber does. Like, Ross Gerber is like an attention whore, and it's absolutely annoying. So yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the entire thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.